We're in the Evelina Children's Hospital. The Children's Hospital has been open 5 years now. We started out 10 years ago writing a brief. We procured the architects using a design competition, and the building opened 5 years ago. As you can see, it functions really well. It's a great hospital. Children love it. It's really designed around the needs of the families in the hospital. There was an old nurses' home on this site before we started to build. It was built in the 1930s. Quite a nice old building, but it had gone past the end of its useful life. That building was demolished and we built a new building on this site. The Children's Hospital had previously been in Southwark at Guy's Hospital, and this is the first children's hospital to be built in London in 100 years. Building a children's hospital is a once-in-a-lifetime opportunity, and the business case that was approved by the NHS at the time said that we were going to procure the building through design and build in order to reduce the construction risks. So when I first came to the Trust in 1999, one of the first dilemmas was, how do I get a building of really high architectural quality using a design and build procurement route? And so the idea of an architectural competition was born. We decided that we would choose an architect who would make us a stunning building that we really wanted to work with, and then the design team would then be novated to the design and build contractor to deliver the scheme, so that by the time we were awarding the contract, we would know that we were comfortable with the design and all its important details, and the builder would build the building. And that's exactly what we did. It worked brilliantly for us. The RIBA competitions team bring credibility to the process. We probably had a whole range of architects who wanted to take part in our competition because the RIBA were involved. We could have done a competition in our own right. We probably would have got, the kind of normal hospital architects. What the RIBA did was to give the competition a whole new credibility. And a whole group of architects came to the competition that we wouldn't have normally expected. And actually, Michael Hopkins, who won this competition, before they did this, had never designed a hospital before, so it goes to demonstrate that it was worthwhile. We used the competitions office to help us to choose our architects. We went out to a European journal notice. We had 56 expressions of interest. We long-listed that down to interview 12, and then we chose 5 of those to actually do a design for us. The RIBA gave us 2 assessors who helped us to choose, and they brought some professional advice and important standing. And so when we issued the design brief, the 5 teams then had 2 months to design the building, and then we had a jury panel who met again with the 2 RIBA assessors on the jury panel, and we chose our favourite. The RIBA competitions team are great. They really know what they're doing. They've done it all before. There are very few scenarios that you can come up with that they don't know how to cope with. They've got great contacts in the industry. The assessors that they've brought to us are fantastic. They're friendly faces. They know what they're doing. They give really sound advice. They keep you on the straight and narrow. They're really reliable. It just gives you huge confidence that the process is good and that it's fair and that they do deliver. It's good to work with them. My favourite bits of the competition were going out and meeting the teams. Quite a lot of the process of selection is quite a formal: read a submission, score it, do an interview, shortlist. But actually, once we'd issued the design brief, beginning to get involved with the teams was the best bit. Seeing the results of the designs is fantastic. When they all come in and you open up the panels, it's brilliant. The benefits of a competition are that you bring people who have got really innovative ideas. The benefits of using the RIBA to manage your competition is that they bring a credibility which gives the architects added confidence in the process. They can be confident that it's a fair process. They are confident it's a fair process because the RIBA are there looking after it. People love this building. They come from all over the world to see this. 2 weeks ago, we had visitors from Denmark. In a couple of weeks, we're going to have some visitors from Australia. People still, 5 years on, come from all over the world to look at Evelina. the feedback that we've got from children and their families sort of bears out that they love coming here. Only nobody likes coming to hospital, but if you can make the experience of coming to hospital better, especially for children, take the fear out of the coming to hospital, that makes a big impact, and the feedback that we get from families is very positive. I think this building is great. One of the things that I like best about this building is the feeling of light and air. We said we wanted a hospital that doesn't feel like a hospital, and this certainly doesn't feel like a hospital. It doesn't smell like a hospital, it doesn't look like a hospital. You know, it's full of children enjoying the experience of being here, which is an extraordinary thing to say in a hospital. I put the success of this building down to a great design that was procured through a competition. I think it's very unlikely that we would have got such a great building if we had not had a competition. I would certainly recommend using a competition and using the RIBA. I started this competition 10 years ago for Evelina. We're just procuring 2 new projects at Guy's and St Thomas's, and we've decided to go back to the RIBA and they're managing those 2 competitions for us again. We're having a fantastic time.